What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Corona Rob here. I got a special guest, Dave. At long last.
Highly anticipated video.
The 20 questions with Dave video is here. I'm so excited about it. Now, for those who don't know, I have 20 questions on this phone somewhere that I have written down, and that I'm going to ask Dave. Now, this has been kind of like a series on my channel, and I haven't done one in a while, but you are one of the only people on the Corona crew, although you've been in many videos, you're one of the only people to not do this. You and Kevin.
I was going to say you saved the best for last, but I guess Kevin is the best.
Wow.
What, he's not the best? You don't think he is?
Kevin, you are the best. I know his comment on this is going to be like, thank God, or something like that. Like, it's exactly what it's going to be.
It's okay.
So anyway, so he's the only other holdout. But yes,
so
I have been bugging. Check this out.
Yep. He's been bugging me about bug fables for the past, 3 months. Ugh, gosh.
Bugging you about it? So, yeah. I've been bugging Dave for, well over a year now about doing a 20 questions video.
It's been 2 years. Almost.
And, if you guys will notice, I'm actually in his abode right now, so you also have the distinct honor of being the first 20 questions guest that I
do it on my own
terms.
Yeah. My own terms, everybody.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you've seen any of the pin unboxings on my channel.
Find a link. Check it out. That's his channel, even though it's been dormant for months.
Yeah.
Also expect cats to just kind of walk across this table and everything, because
no, it has to happen. Because legit, right before we started this, there was a cat right in Rob's face.
It was pretty great. Dave has a million bajillion pets, so we're going to. So expect some of those. So for those who haven't watched my videos before, it's very simple. I come up with 20 questions. These are mostly gaming questions. There's a couple of other questions. Don't worry, they're not intrusive. I'm not going to ask what your favorite position.
Test? Do I get a prize?
No, you get a golf clap.
Wow.
I'm not going to ask questions like what's your favorite position and all that stuff. It's pretty basic stuff. And these videos are always fun because they're a really good way to get to know the people that are on the channel. So I always say that it's not just me, it's also the Corona crew. And Dave has collaborated with me on tons and tons of stuff.
A few things.
And, oh God, including Dave's Canadian Adventure.
Willingly or unwillingly?
Willingly or unwillingly. He's been the unofficial the official channel meme. So there's that,
It's a tough job to have.
Yeah, it is.
I'm still waiting for that first paycheck, by the way. Is that it lost in the mail?
Whenever I make whenever I can actually make a ton of money on the channel.
Well, I mean, you did buy a new computer already.
Well, that was off of one video, though.
Well, why don't you pay your employees first?
Fair enough. I'm gonna give Dave $1. Hey, it's more than what Game Explain's paying their employees. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, 20 questions. Let's do it. Let's just get right into it.
Let's make it 19 questions.
So, 19?
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, it's going to be 21. Because I always throw in a bonus question.
I had to be sassy there. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, this is a very easy one. First one's a very easy one. What is your favorite video game?
Wow, that is really easy, actually.
I told you it's going to be...
So I've mentioned this a bajillion times probably on the channel, especially with with you stream there for my favorite game, obviously, which should continue, hopefully. But my favorite game is Final Fantasy VII. The reason being was that was the first game, I saw my sister play it for the first time, and I loved the story, and that was the first game that really got me into gaming. We had a Nintendo and stuff, but I didn't really play that much, maybe a little bit, but that just enveloped me. I was enveloped in the story. I loved all the characters. And once she stopped playing, I had to play it myself. And after that, the next Christmas, my parents got her 9 and I got 8 and stuff. Well, maybe it was 2 Christmases after that or something. But yeah, that's how the whole gaming started and how the whole Final Fantasy love started. And
the JRPG love, it seems, because you play so many of those.
Yes, and you've helped to that as well, so I appreciate that. But
there's a little game that I'm pointing at. I don't know if I'm pointing at it.
I don't know if you can see it either, but there is the Final Fantasy VII Remake box for the game.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is a great game, and it's a really good choice.
And I am a pro Final Fantasy Remake fan, so I'm looking forward to the second part.
Fair enough.
As much as a lot of people didn't like how it ended, it's controversial, I know, but I liked it, so I'm excited.
How old were you when you played Final Fantasy VII?
Oh, dude, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know, maybe like 10-ish?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We didn't get it right away that I recall, like the PlayStation.
I played it I think I played it 5 years or so after it was originally released.
Yeah.
It was like early 2000s I played it, something like that.
Yeah, and like I said, actually my sister was a big influence on the gaming stuff. Like she, obviously for the Final Fantasy VII, and she also got me into the N64 because she would get them and I would play it.
Yeah,
it was
so like
great,
Zelda and Mario and
yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Cool.
So she's like the big influence on getting me into gaming for sure.
Awesome. Well, to switch gears a little bit, we mentioned briefly about your channel, Final Link, and the thing that he always does on his channel is these pin unboxings. You know, these little pin things.
Okay. There's
some actually right over here. You can't really see it; it's off camera, but he's got some pins. So my second question is, what got you into pin collecting? I don't think this is something I even know. So.
Well, do you want like the whole long story about it? Or?
Just go for it. We're shooting from the hip, man.
I was previously married, and when I went on my honeymoon to Disney World, my ex-wife showed me pin collecting, and I've always been a big collector to begin with, and that's just how it started, essentially. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a problem a bit. I have a lot of collections of things in general.
We are we're a difficult breed because it's.
We're also a very poor breed.
Yeah, we're a very difficult and poor breed. Yeah.
But they're just too awesome, you know.
Yeah.
So many cool things like games and board games,
Amiibo,
if you see that, and cards and.
So pin collecting specifically. So you went to Disney World with your ex-wife and you got some pins.
She's the one that pointed me out because her brother used to work there. He got them for free and stuff, and she would go down there from time to time, and she just showed me about it, and then I got really into it. And you seen all those Nightmare Before Christmas pins, I had to have them, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
So yeah, that's essentially what happened. That's how I got into it. This was in 2011. Yeah.
Wow, so you've been collecting, 10 years this will be this year you've been collecting pins.
Yeah, I mean on and off. I've been quite a few times to Disney World since then too, but I don't buy them all the time. I buy them if I see a cool set, like Nightmare Before Christmas or Pluto, because I really like Pluto. Excuse me. But yeah, that's essentially how it started, and it just, I feel like once you start something, people add to it more than you add to it after that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because especially through some pop vinyls, after I got a few, Nikki started getting me a lot for Christmas, and I haven't really bought a ton by myself lately. So, and my family members too, they just give me fandom stuff,
It's fun when people know that you like something, so they just buy you the same thing. Like my aunt.
It's oh, he'll like it.
Because
it's this particular thing,
My aunt is always like that with both Rachel and I with Star Wars. It's we always get Star Wars related stuff. It's really funny.
Yeah, I mean, I've done that to you too. I'm like, oh, you guys like this stuff, so you probably like this. I mean, the odds are it's pretty good.
I will link below.
Go ahead. No, you
got
got
what you're saying. All I was gonna say is I'm gonna link below his channel, and you can check out his unboxing of.
Maybe it'll happen sometime again.
Yeah.
And to add more detail into why I wanted to make some of those videos is because I got into watching them on YouTube of people doing them and unboxing some of my favorite pin series and stuff. And I'm like, that'd be kind of cool to try to do because I know I have a lot, and I just wanted to try it. So
yeah,
that's how I attempted to.
You're like me with all the different videos I try. I'll see other YouTubers do it. I'm like, I want to do something.
Yeah, it's it gives you a little inspiration. Yeah. Go to kind of want to try it yourself, kind of thing.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. So that's 2 down.
2 down. Let's. We got quite a few more to go.
Sweating it out.
Well, we are drinking some hot tea in this
very
awesome
good tea. Very good tea.
Mug.
Rocking a wild berry myself here.
Raspberry for me. Number 3. This is going to be a really tough one. I don't know if you're going to be able to answer this one.
I hope it's as tough as the first one.
I hope you're. I know this one's going to be really difficult.
I'm ready.
You ready for this one?
Maybe. Let's skip this one.
What is your favorite console and why?
Okay. Man, I don't know. How about the freaking GameCube, dude?
The thing in the
No, yeah, it's the GameCube. You said why, right?
Yeah, why the GameCube? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even sure I know why actually.
This is like almost like meme potential with me and the GameCube.
Yeah, Dave.
Because I like talk about it even if it's like a PlayStation stream or something.
Yeah.
I always bring it up, but I don't know. I just love like the design of the GameCube. I love the nickname it gets, like the purple lunchbox and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that at the time it had the most Zelda games. Like it had the 4-pack, the first Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Majora's Mask, and Ocarina of Time. And then it had like Master Quest, and then you got your Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I love the fact that it had that. Big thing for me also is like the controller. I feel like a lot of people still love that controller.
Yeah,
it's a very good, comfortable grip. I see on a lot of like reviews of it and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just pretty great. I think a big thing too was that at the time not many people were really into it.
Yeah, it got a lot of criticism.
So like, you know how people don't like things because everybody likes it?
Yeah.
I.e. me and Fortnite or Minecraft.
Yeah.
But I think I liked it because a lot of people weren't into it. It's got more of a following like nowadays, but at the time, definitely not.
Now, do you think, was it like, did it take you a while to develop your love for GameCube, or have you just always liked it?
Yeah, I think in the past like few years since you've, sorry.
It's a dog.
Yeah, random dog making movement over there. Over the past few years since you've known me, it's definitely enhanced.
Accelerated.
But like when I first had it, I liked it a lot, but it wasn't like, you know, crazy me right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Dave loves the GameCube.
Yeah, so if we want to talk stats here, I've got 3 GameCubes, including that great Orange Spice one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some Japanese games. So.
Yeah, we got a couple in the background. We got Nintendo Puzzle Collection and Drill Land. We got that's Rachel's copy of Thousand Year Door. I can't wait for you to play that.
Yeah, me too. I need a memory code though.
And it's got to be difficult to be such a big GameCube fan right now because of how much prices have spiked.
Well, I think that's like, yeah, I think that's the thing though. Like the people who grew up with the GameCube are starting to get to the point where they have money to buy that stuff.
Yeah, so it's
and you know with COVID times, and people can't do as much. They probably tend to go back to that kind of thing, get into it. I think that's one of the main reasons. Yeah. But it's understandable. I mean, it sucks definitely, but I really want to get Fire Emblem, but it's like $250. But
so if you want to donate Fire Emblem, what's the name of that one for the GameCube?
Path of Radiance.
Path of Radiance. To Dave.
Hey.
Just message me and I'll give you an address. I don't know.
Well, if you want me to steal the Paper Mario, leave a like.
There's gonna be one dislike. It's gonna be Rachel. It's her game. All right, moving on to another one of your loves here, your passions, and this one, this should be interesting. I also don't think I really know why.
No, boy.
I might have an idea of the answer to this one, but anyway, why do you love board games so much, and what is your favorite? Dave is a huge board game fan, and part of the reason I got into board games.
Part of the reason?
Well, you,
like,
Steven,
you know,
Rachel, Jamie.
I feel like it's like, you know, 57% at least. Maybe.
Fair enough. We'll give him I'm giving him the 57%.
No, I'm actually glad that I've been able to expand the board game love to people that I care about. So thank you for that.
No, anytime.
This is about you.
No,
take a bow. Take a bow.
I'll take a sip. There's vodka in this. No, there isn't.
That's for the next Drunken Mario Golf.
That's for Drunken Mario Golf.
For GameCube, by the way.
By the way, this is a little spoiler alert, I guess, or whatever. Free preview for all of you. He'll be in the next Drunken Mario Golf, which we're planning at some point.
And we're playing Toadstool Tour.
Oh, yeah. Well, we gotta play the GameCube one, right?
Well, we're gonna do both. 9 holes apiece.
So, board games. Why do you love them?
Anyways,
what is your favorite board game?
So my favorite board game is, I will actually pick it out. The interactive kind of stuff here. But yeah, this is my favorite board game right here. It's called Small World.
Small World.
You take different like clans or races, and you're trying to conquer a small island. And once your race is fully used up, you move on to another race, and you try to get the most points in it by claiming land and stuff. And every race has a different power and stuff like that.
I think we played this once. I haven't play. I should
Yeah, I
play
think
more
so,
of this
too.
with you. But
It's really fun. I like it a lot.
cool. And what got why do you love them? What got you into them?
So that's a fun story. My dad actually, he's a big Star Trek fan. So when he saw that there was a Will Wheaton like tabletop YouTube thing, I guess he had to check it out. I don't know how he found out about it. I just assume something
That's
like
amazing.
that. But he is the one who showed me them, and this was actually the first game the first game they played on that YouTube channel.
Okay.
And I started watching it, and I fell in love with the gameplay of this.
So,
the first time I
so
watched
wait, even
it.
with your dad, the board game thing is like a somewhat more recent phenomenon, or? Like,
Yeah.
I assumed you guys just grew up playing board games or something.
I mean, more classic games, I would say.
Like Monopoly or
like
Clue
Monopoly,
or
Clue. Like
Yeah.
these are more like European, German games that are more like strategy,
Right.
involvement, and resource development kind of stuff.
Yep.
But that's where that kind of started. I mean, we did play games back in the day, but it was more like classic American games, you know.
Cool. Nice.
There's definitely a difference between the two.
Oh, I totally agree with that.
But
yeah.
but yeah, like he showed me that first one. I just like got like hooked to watching them, and a bunch of them that they showed I had to buy myself. Well, actually, I was pretty excited when I got this one myself, and it spread to like my family, and then it spread to my friends, of course. So, and I just like board games are great because I'm really interested in the strategy of games and stuff. You have to like find different ways to win in certain games, and the fact that like you know pre-COVID and post-COVID times, hopefully soon, you get to be with a bunch of people that you enjoy being around and just have fun times and good banter during the game, you know?
Yeah, it's a very good way. Sorry, turning off my
No,
notifications.
you're good.
Because this phone is going off the chain right now.
It's lit up.
Yeah, no, it really is a great way to interact with people and just have fun, you know?
I also feel like it's a good way to meet people because like when you
agree.
talk to somebody you don't really know that much, because like that draws the main focus and you can just relax.
That's the great thing about board games, video games. For me, I've
Yeah,
experienced it with
agreed.
music or movies or whatever. Like it's a sense of community when you have people
Yeah, it's nice.
who are into the same kind of thing.
And it's just nice to learn about new games and new mechanics and stuff like that.
And it's fun.
And I just like doing it. I like having game nights and I hope they continue more often soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 5. What is your favorite video game series?
Oh man, this is tough.
Series now.
Yeah, I
Series
know.
of games.
I mean,
I feel like it could be me personally. I feel like it's gonna be one of two.
What do you
we'll
think?
see. We'll see which ones. You want me to guess it?
yeah, go ahead.
I think it's either Final Fantasy or Zelda. I don't know which one though.
Okay.
I was gonna say Kingdom Hearts, but I know you. No, maybe it was Matt. No, you liked 3. I think Matt was the one who was disappointed by it. I think.
Well, yeah, I think he said what he said was that the fact that like most of the game it wasn't really story
Yeah.
necessary, I guess.
Right.
But I don't know. I liked it. I won't like something in a series just because other people don't like it. You know?
Fair enough.
Like I liked Final Fantasy 13 when a lot of people hated it.
Yeah. A lot of people
But,
didn't like that game.
Yeah, I mean, just to make it a little bit. I mean, you're right. Like Final Fantasy probably is my favorite series just because I like playing a bunch of them. The one that has my favorite game in it, obviously. But Zelda is definitely up there. Kingdom Hearts is up there. I will tell you a new one that's kind of gaining the ranks, which is the Tales of series.
Yep.
And I love.
Check out our Tales of Symphonia
Yeah,
Let's
hopefully.
Play.
Hopefully it continues sometime soon. But yeah, like after I played Vesperia, I had to play more of them because I love that game. It's like Final Fantasy VII's like here, and like Vesperia's like right here. Only because I've only played it once and I played 7 like a bunch of times.
And with a series like Zelda, just because you've mentioned it, I feel like that series is just so solid.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean,
It's like it's so hard not to pick that sometimes.
I don't feel like there is a bad Zelda game out there. Granted, I've never played the Zelda CD game.
Well, we don't talk about those.
But I don't feel like from what I've played of Zelda, there's not a bad title out there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, I mean, everybody's got a different favorite, of course, but mine's Ocarina of Time of that, just because that's the first one I played. And
So you're saying your number 1 would probably be Final Fantasy?
probably, but
It's like Final Fantasy, Tales, and Zelda, basically.
yeah,
In that.
I could give you like a potential top 5. Like,
Let me make sure that's not going to encroach on any of these.
Okay,
other
go
ones.
ahead. You can always group them together at the same
Yeah,
time.
go for it. Give us our top 5.
So like Final Fantasy, Zelda, Tales series 3. Metroid is really getting in the ranks.
Yeah!
Thanks,
Go
Rob.
play Metroid, all of you people.
Oh man, what would the 5th one be? That'd be tough. That's a
Pokemon?
Tough. Yeah. That would probably be the one that's been the most, because I've definitely played a lot of Pokemon.
I personally think for myself that in terms of RPGs, if I played more, I feel like you might feel the same way about this. The Dragon Quest series could potentially do really well. At least because 11 is so good.
I mean, that's the one I first played too, but I did really enjoy it. I would be interested in trying the older ones out.
Yeah, cool. So, Final Fantasy, Tales, Zelda, Metroid, and you're saying like Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemon, I would say.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Alright, we're going to move on. Okay,
No
so,
worries.
number 6. What is your favorite food?
Oof. That's easy.
I like all the food.
So my favorite food is mashed potatoes, homemade mashed potatoes.
That's such a solid choice. Yeah, you know.
Actually, it's kind of squishy, but
Fair enough.
unless you like the chunky ones, which I do. But yeah, any kind of mashed potatoes, I love mashed potatoes.
Yeah, there's when we worked together, we would invite him dinner sometime. Because long story short, I lived like 5 minutes away.
Used to.
From my work, and so Rachel and I would invite him over to dinner, and sometimes be like, oh, I don't know, but then whenever we're gonna have mashed potatoes and like something, he'd be like, I'm there.
I'm there,
like,
yeah.
without fail.
Most of the time it was tacos, which is a quick, like a close second. But
Yeah.
I love my mashed potatoes.
Yeah, that's how we would lure Dave into our house.
I mean,
promise him mashed potatoes and tacos.
Lure him into our house.
Yeah, lure him in.
How did I ever escape? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Potatoes are really good in general. Like, there's so much you can do them.
Yeah.
Just like
It's un-American.
Samwise says, you can boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Just boil them, mash them, stick it in a stew. It's like un-American not to like potatoes.
I mean, it's great. But yeah, I would say taco's a close second, though.
Great. That was an easy one.
And tacos, you can just make whatever you want in the taco. So.
Now, if you noticed, I just realized, because I wrote up these questions, God, a while ago, because we were going to do this a long time ago.
It was when it was kind of in a phase of doing these.
I just realized, just going through it, the way I had structured it is like one gaming-related question, and then some other question, and then gaming-related. You know what I mean? Just switch off.
Oh, yeah.
So we're back to another gaming
no
question.
Worries.
What is your favorite soundtrack or songs?
Oh, man.
That's a really good one.
Oh, this is like a tough question. Man, I'm probably gonna have to go back with the classic Final Fantasy VII soundtrack, but
it is amazing. Honestly.
Tales of Vesperia has some great soundtracks. I mean, it has a great soundtrack. I love a lot of the Ocarina of Time stuff. Like, I love Flo's Temple. It's so creepy and
yeah, it's great.
And I'll just name some other stuff.
What about the Metroid Dance party song?
So, Subterranean Toivasbog is like one of my favorites, as well as Pendrana Drifts.
Oh yeah, I think it's
Phendrana. Yeah,
Phendrana
my
Drifts,
mistake.
Yeah. The piano in that's
it's
beautiful.
so freaking good. Fun fact, that's actually why I wanted to start playing the piano / keyboard, because of the great musical soundtracks and the piano scores.
Yep.
And Rachel's been helping me with that. Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks, buddy.
But yeah, what do I want to say? Wind Waker has some good stuff, especially Dragon Roost Island. I love that one specifically.
Yeah, Dragon Roost Island.
And I love like the title one, where it's got the violin and stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, dude. The Celtic.
Yeah, that's so great.
Now you're getting. See, I always ask that question so I know what music to put in the.
There's just so much.
Yeah.
There's so much.
The theme of Final Fantasy VII.
That's probably
this guy loves, man.
I agree.
Cool.
So that's probably like the one that I like the most, but there's just so much gaming music that I like, though.
Fair enough.
So I don't want to make it all about Final Fantasy.
Right there, my friend.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger, that soundtrack.
Watching Let's Plays of it now currently, and I'm just listening to the music in the background. It's just so good. Especially when you get to Zeal. I love Zeal. So
everybody loves that one. It's so good.
You can't go wrong with like any of the pieces in that.
So I had to ask this question. This will be number 8, and you're the first one I've really asked this.
Oh man.
What sports do you like and why? If you notice, he's wearing a Philadelphia Eagles hat.
Okay, so I've always been a baseball fan. So like I always joke that when I was born that I was born a Yankees fan because my dad's a Mets fan. So baseball, baseball, football I got into later in my life. Eagles fan, of course. My dad really got me into hockey because that's like the one thing we can share as a team because I like the Rangers and he likes the Rangers. I used to play soccer. I haven't watched soccer a ton, but I love to play. I like to play most of the sports.
Yeah.
But like
I always found them more fun to play than watch.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but I also like to watch them though. So you go baseball, soccer, football, hockey.
Nice.
I'll watch basketball from time to time. I'm not a huge fan, but
that's my favorite to play. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're tall, so it helps.
Fair enough. Lanky arms, dude.
I remember when we played and you stuffed me a couple times. Got me a little frustrated.
Yeah, I could play a pretty good defense, but when it comes to actually like making shots, I'm actual buns at it.
It's practice.
Yeah.
I also played volleyball in high school one year. That was pretty cool.
Nice. I always took it as like baseball was your big one that you liked.
That's the most like for the longest I've known. So I would probably agree with that.
Nice.
But I'm liking a lot of the other ones too. So
cool.
Like I think it's like probably baseball then hockey then football. To be honest.
What I noticed,
really like hockey.
What I noticed about Dave a long time ago is if you just put the word game in something, he's on board.
Oh yeah.
Game, video game, sports, you know, like anything.
Like I characterize myself as I'm a gamer, not just video games. I do board games, card games, video games, sports. Yeah, any kind of game. I'm like generally down to try it.
He likes to have
whatever.
fun and have a good time.
Yeah.
Right? You know, what are you gonna do?
Love to do it. It's fun. It's just like I find that stimulating in the brain and exhilarating and fun and stuff.
Yeah.
So
And the nice thing about sports is you get a little exercise.
yeah, good way to stay in shape, folks.
Yeah. Okay, believe it or not, we are almost at number 10. Number 9. What is the worst video game you have ever played?
Oh man,
I
don't know if I can answer this question to be honest.
I always found this one kind of a hard question, but
man,
there's got to be at least something, even if you can't think of something that was like buns awful.
Got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Super Mario. No, I'm just kidding. That was actually a decent game. It was decent.
No, I like just shook the chair because I was trying to make noise, but I also didn't want to like.
He was gonna try to break my computer.
Super Mario.
No, see the thing with that though is like I haven't found the game that I hate.
So how about
I like elements of some.
Maybe I could rephrase it. Is there any
tough?
Like how about like a game that just like really disappointed you, or you had high hopes for, and maybe you were just like, it was alright, that kind of thing. There must be some.
I don't know. This was a question I was hoping not to get a stumper that I would have to like wait for like 15 minutes to think about. I don't think I can answer that.
Really?
So,
Fair enough.
Like, complete disappointment.
Have you played Fortnite?
No.
Alright. We'll just go with Fortnite then.
No, I mean, I haven't played these games, but I'm just not into Fortnite or Minecraft or anything like that.
Fair enough.
I mean, I've seen people play it, just can't get into it.
Alright, we'll move on then. Number 10.
I guess if that's your answer, sure.
Fortnite. He hates Fortnite.
Keep it out of Smash, people.
Make sure you flame his.
No, not in Smash.
Make sure you flame his page, his YouTube page. Like, screw
I don't know.
you. I love Fortnite.
I just don't like it when they like throw a game in your face all the time. Everybody's talking about it. It's like it just turns me off of it for the most part.
Fair enough.
Unless it's a game that I'm slightly interested in playing.
How about? Forget it. I was gonna. How about the Smash Bros. Online service?
Well, I mean, I haven't
so
played a whole
laggy.
ton. Yeah. That's. I feel like a lot of people have complaints with that.
All right, we'll move on then. What is something you've always wanted to do but haven't yet? This is question 10.
Always wanted to do but haven't yet.
You need time to think. This is when you take a sip of tea.
Oh, I already ran out of. No, still left. Let's see. Well, I guess you could say the dream kind of thing for my life. My life dream, that would be probably it.
Okay, what's your life dream?
Okay, well, you could probably already know this, actually. Well, my goal in life is to get a giant house in the countryside with a lot of land, and then get give a home to more dogs and cats. For people who don't know the statistics online, I have 3 dogs and 7 cats right now, but I would like to get a big house and give a lot of animals, stray animals, a home there.
I've said to this dude a million times that his destiny in life is to have like a big facility where he just takes care of dogs.
That'd be great.
A shelter.
I don't think I could work at a shelter because I couldn't give them up because they get too attached. But it would just be good because in my opinion, all animals deserve a good home. So as long as I'm able to do it, gratefully take care of them and not be financially totally burdened.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So that's what I want to do. I guess it'd be cool to go to New Zealand if you want to right now kind of answer because I really want to go see the locations of Hobbiton and all the other spots where they film through Lord of the Rings and stuff.
There's a tour you can go on too.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the thought is that we're going to do a family trip in a couple of years to New Zealand. That'd be cool.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'm jealous.
And I would definitely invite you guys if you were interested.
You hear that, Rachel?
Yep. I think I actually mentioned it to her before.
New Zealand. I want to go.
It would be a couple of years down the road though. So.
Okay, so number 11. What are your favorite video game characters?
Well, who's the crew for Final Fantasy VII?
Soldier.
I love Sephiroth. He's probably
not Soldier, Avalanche.
I'll
leave now.
I thought you were doing that based on you being goober or whatever, sarcastic or whatever. But I love Sephiroth though, and I even what is it? The Toads. I like the Toads.
Oh, you must have pooped yourself when he got revealed for Smash, huh?
Yeah, that was great. That was a great.
I did not expect that.
Since that came up, I mainly play as Sephiroth because he's kind of OP, in my opinion. At least for me, I'm not very good at it though. But yeah, I feel like Sephiroth is the best villain of all time, in my opinion.
I can see it.
Tales of Vesperia crew, the whole Stray of Vesperia, all 9 of them, pretty great. Samus is great. So many characters.
There really are so many great characters.
I guess those are the ones that I fell in love with the most, though.
What about all the dogs?
Yeah, sure. Speaking of dogs, Tales of Vesperia, Repeat is fantastic. I love him. Love his design. And if you watch the anime, he's even cuter. So. But yeah, all the gaming dogs, as long as they survive, or you can have them in your party, I will definitely love those guys.
It's funny if you just named every single dog that we've encountered in Tales of Symphonia. Colette names, remember? This is chocolate.
That's one of my favorite parts of the game before she got it so she couldn't talk. I wish we went to more places when she could so she could name all the dogs. But yeah. Yeah, those are the main ones, but there's not a character I dislike.
No,
really. Oh, maybe a couple the villains. I don't know. Gonna be a few ones.
It's even fun. The villains are fun too, though.
Oh, I love what's his name, Cooper. Paper Mario.
Oh yeah, Cooper's great.
And Colorado. Even though I've never played the game, I just love those the designs of those.
Oh, they're great. Yeah.
I find it silly.
Colorado is good.
I've never played the game before, so.
Bean, let's go after this treasure.
Yeah, I just love it. It's so funny.
Okay.
But yeah, those are just those guys. And
awesome. You picked some good ones, especially Samus.
Yeah, that was great.
13 minutes. Okay, I'll do another question. Okay.
What are we on now? 11?
This is number 12.
12, wow.
We're getting through it. Number 12, what are your favorite movies and why? Give me a top 3. Top 3 movies.
The Lord of the Rings series, I'm going to group them together.
Yeah, fantastic. Does The Hobbit go in that, or do you talk about
I guess we could. Yeah. I mean, I like the original 3 the best, but I do really like The Hobbit. A lot of people thought it was a little crazy to divide into 3 separate movies, but yeah. Second one would probably be Nightmare Before Christmas.
Not surprised to hear either of those.
That was tough.
Third one?
I have no idea. I always did a top 2. Lord of the Rings, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Those are, we definitely get along there because I love those movies too. Third one, man.
I guess you would say. I guess I would say Shanghai Nights and Shanghai Noon. They go together.
Okay.
And it's got Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson. And it's great. They're both great. They're really funny movies.
Cool. I don't think I've seen them.
You should. They were fantastic.
I'll have to watch them.
I also like. Stuff. I also like the Indiana Jones movies are good. A lot of Disney movies are good. It's just hard to make like a top 3.
Yeah.
I have a top 2 for sure, but top 3 is really.
Well, then let's do a top 10.
That's even worse.
Okay. Well.
I will say I'm starting to get into a lot of the like Miyazaki films, which are really good.
Well, any of the Studio Ghibli films, they're amazing. My favorite is Nausicaa Valley of the Wind.
Yeah, I've got to watch that. My sister said I should watch it.
You would like. I think you would actually.
I recently watched My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah, Totoro.
Yeah, Totoro. Aside from the very abrupt ending, which had me leave like going, what the heck? Like, why did it end here? You know. Aside from that part, I liked like the whole thing. So
nice. Cool.
But yeah, that's it.
You mentioned some good movies there. Number 13.
Ryan.
What was the very first game and console you personally owned? So you can't count like your sister owning stuff. Like, what was the first one you owned?
First one I owned. Like, that I got from my parents, or by myself.
Just that you would say was like I always say my first one that I owned.
My love.
Yeah. I guess my first one is N64. The Super Nintendo one was what we were all given, but N64 was given to me on my birthday.
I would probably say
something like that. N64?
Yeah, I would
really?
say the same.
Oh wow.
That was the first one I actually had that was my own, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. And the first game that I had with that was Smash.
Oh man, that's awesome. Smash Bros.
And to bring my sister up again, that's how I found out about it. She had an N64 and I went to his house one time and a bunch of his friends were over and they were playing Smash and I had to get in on it because I wanted to play it, and then it made me want to get an N64 and I got Smash and I love playing it.
Very nice.
And I have many memories of my best friend Tim and I staying up until like 4 or 5 in the morning playing 99 stars of Smash.
I did that a few times.
It was great. It was great.
And
we also did that for Mario 64. I remember staying up late and playing that game and trying to get on that mushroom level where we were going up the mountain.
Oh yeah.
The one where you had the problem with the Monty Mole.
Oh god.
And we were trying to do the coin one, but we kept dying trying to get on those mushrooms. So got many memories of that stuff.
Great.
But I think the first one I bought myself was probably the PS3.
Nice.
My dad got me the PS2. And then I think I got the GameCube for Christmas. I was just dumb though and got rid of the older system and got the newer one, so.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. I always kept my system, so I know a lot of people got rid of the ones that they had before.
Yeah, just to get the new one.
Yeah.
Which was really dumb of me because, you know, you kind of want to have that stuff back.
Well, you made up for it, I think.
Yeah.
At least the GameCube.
I'm glad I got my original GameCube back though, because I sold it to my friend who gave it back to me. Not too long ago, but yeah, N64 was probably my first phone, and the first one I bought was the PS3, I think.
Awesome. When did you get the PS3?
I'm trying to remember that one.
I'm guessing like a Final Fantasy game or something.
No, because actually I think one of the first games I probably got with it was Call of Duty.
Nice.
Kind of, it's definitely got some bad moments with it, so.
Yeah. Modern Warfare, or like?
I think it was World at War.
Oh, World at War.
Yeah.
My brother's been obsessed with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I had
some raging.
I had Modern Warfare, which was pretty good, but never got super into Call of Duty.
I wouldn't quote me on that being my first one that I bought though. It was a long time
It's a
ago.
cool system, PS3.
Yeah.
Still probably the best Blu-ray player that exists. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Number 14. We are still getting through them here. What is your biggest pet peeve? Get it? Pet peeve? You have a lot of pets.
Man. So, I guess you could say if you're going that route with the pets, it'd probably be the animals either A, barking at everything that walks by, or all the cats trying to get in everybody's food all the time. But if we're not doing animal talk, I guess my biggest pet peeve, gaming-wise it is having games that don't have the stuff with it. Like, it doesn't have the cover art, it's got the sticker on it, and you're trying to peel it off, that, like, annoys the crap.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think, like, gaming stores would, like, put it on the outside, because they know gamers don't like that.
Yeah, I hate that. I know what you mean, when they put like a label on, or they'll put it like right on a cartridge.
Yeah.
On the paper on
Oh,
the
yeah,
cartridge.
yeah, that's, like,
it's
ridiculous.
Like, dude, you're trying to get punched.
Well, even not that though, but like that is terrible,
Yeah.
obviously. But like for GameCube, if they put it on the plastic and it just doesn't come off, you know, you have to get the glue gun, like wipe it down, and try to. I've definitely tried to clean up a bunch of my stuff like that. That's like the biggest gaming pet peeve, I would say. It's not taking care of like the games and stuff.
Any general pet peeves?
People who videotape me without my no.
Who does that? Who does it?
I feel like work is a big pet peeve right now.
Work is more than a big pet peeve.
No, it's I don't know, people who impose their ideas on people specifically. Like we've talked about this recently, just about people who are very religious and just kind of really bring it up to subject with someone who's not religious and keep pushing the subject, pushing it, or like even like I'm vegetarian and people who are pushing like, oh, you should eat meat because that's how we were made and stuff and whatever and stuff like that.
People should mind their own business.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, it's good to be different, obviously. Just don't force your ideas or opinions on other people. Just be open.
That's definitely a big pet peeve for me. I think a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, not just not trying to hate on like meat eaters, but like people who are also like hardcore vegan or vegetarian that like shame about eating meat and stuff. You know, who's saying it's murder, which, you know, I mean, you have your opinion, but people have other opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
You might not agree with it, but don't like get in somebody's face about it.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
Be like open, it's fine.
Cool.
So there's 3 different pet peeves.
Wow. There's the pet peeves, there's the gaming pet peeves, and there's the
gen
peeves.
pet peeve.
Number 15. What is the most underrated game that you've played?
Underrated game?
And I also put console, but I already know what the answer to that is. Unless it's not the GameCube, then you can answer that.
Underrated game? Underrated console?
Mm-hmm.
I would say at the time of the GameCube it was definitely underrated.
Yeah.
I think the main thing was because it didn't have a DVD player.
Yeah, although they eventually did release it with a DVD player.
And a Sonic Cube.
Yeah.
Expensive AF.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to get, but I'm not expecting that ever. Underrated game? Man. I don't know, because everybody's got different opinions about things. I don't know, I feel like we were talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, I feel like a lot of people didn't like it, but I enjoyed it. I don't know.
Maybe it's been like over bashed or something.
Yeah, I feel like...
Or maybe not bashed, bashed is probably not the wrong word, but maybe people have been too critical.
It didn't live up to a lot of people's expectations is what I would say. But for me, I thought it was a pretty good ending, especially with the added DLC that they added to it. That's another pet peeve if we go back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how we have to download everything onto the console now.
Yeah.
And then you run out of space. It's annoying.
Yeah, it does suck.
That's another gaming pet peeve. Sorry to go back.
No,
I just thought of it. Like, I like it when you could just put it in and play it.
Yeah,
you know?
Those days are going away, unfortunately.
And also, let's stay away from all this virtual stuff only, you know?
Yeah.
Like no
physical.
Yeah, no physical release.
Dave is definitely a physical media guy.
Yeah, definitely.
I used to be way more in that camp. I'm kind of in the middle now.
I mean, I understand if it's the only thing it is, that's fine, but I would generally like to have a physical.
For me, my thing is the convenience of digital, because like I noticed that when I play my Switch now, I'll play Ori, which I have downloaded, or I'll play this, which I have downloaded.
That also goes into my other pet peeve. You have to have the space to have all that stuff on there. Especially when it's a bigger game, you need to have a lot of space locked up.
That's true.
But I don't know, I just like the physical, especially with like the older systems where you don't have to download stuff.
So you say Kingdom Hearts 3 is your most underrated game?
I would think so. From what I hear from a lot of people, it didn't live up to their expectations, but I liked it a lot. again, I'm the person who likes games that are in a certain series that I like, and people don't like them.
For console, I have one to pitch to you, which I think you might agree. The Wii U.
Well, yeah, that definitely, I agree. In general, yes. I don't know if it was for me specifically,
The
but...
Wii U is underrated.
But yeah, the Wii U is definitely underrated. It has a very good library. It just it wasn't promoted well at first launch, for sure.
Yeah, and a lot of people just didn't know what the gamepad was for.
Yeah, it was...
Nintendo did a bad
It brought
job
some
of-
confusion.
Yeah.
But it does have a good library, and definitely some fun times with that.
Awesome. Well, we're getting through it, man. Number
Alright,
16,
good.
are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
What is your favorite book? What is your favorite books/series?
Book series.
Books or series, whatever
Okay.
you say.
So my favorite book series, I would probably have to say, is Ranger's Apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
And
read it.
yeah, I was tempted to get that for you for Christmas, even though it's not really a genre. It's more adventures as opposed to like sci-fi.
I like some adventure books.
Well, I was tempted to get that for you for Christmas because it's my favorite series. It's at least the one that I've read the most. I've read it like 4 or 5 times, and it was like what, 12 or 15 books. The knock on it is that it is for a much younger generation. More like
YA kind of, or
it's more like, you know, kid section.
oh, nice.
It's like maybe not your first chapter book, but like, you know, the younger, like, you know, 10 to 14 or something.
Yeah, it's probably like YA, young adult.
Yeah, maybe. It's probably maybe younger than that, depending on how like your reading level and stuff. But I just love the characters in that series, and like the stories are great each time, and how they kind of flow together. And I don't know, even though it's for the younger audience mainly, it's enjoyable. Good stuff. I've read it the most. It's a quick read for me, because sometimes I tend to put books down and not read them for like a week, and then it takes me a little bit to get them back into it, you know?
Yeah.
So like with those, though, it's like I don't want to put it down, and if I do, I can pick it up pretty quickly, or yeah, it should be okay.
Yeah, it seems like it's a pretty simple read.
But I'm not the most big reader there is, or the fastest, or the best at reading. I still look stuff up sometimes, word-wise, but I feel like that's just my favorite one and the easiest one for me to get through quickly.
Nice. Cool. And who's the author?
John Flanagan.
Cool.
Yep, John Flanagan.
Well, I'll have to check those.
He also has another series which I haven't read yet, but good. Yeah, if you were interested in that, I could definitely at least show it to you.
Cool. After this video.
Yeah, maybe he'll read it in his new
Yeah, it'll be
in his new goal for this year.
Yeah.
You're welcome
see how
for
many
that, by the way.
We'll see how many books I read. Okay, let's move on to number 17. What is your favorite genre of video game? I think I know this, but...
Yep, use JRPGs and RPGs. More towards the JRPGs because I love the turn-based style. More than like the action stuff, but I don't mind the action RPGs.
Like Tales and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely good. Yeah, definitely.
You said to me before, like, I try to not play RPGs, but it always happens.
Yeah, that's the problem though, because like all gamers know of the infamous backlog, and like RPGs and JRPGs, you can just put so many hours into them that that you can't get through games quick enough, you know, and they always add more and more. Excuse me. Like right now, I'm excited for the Tales of Arise series, Tales of Arise game coming out in the near future. It was just out like in the stores, pre-orders, so it's just that's the only problem with JRPGs is that
Takes a long time.
it takes a long time, especially if you want to do a lot of the stuff, you know.
Yeah, true.
But that's my favorite genre because the storylines are generally the best.
Yeah,
Generally, I wouldn't say all of them are, but they generally have a up
They have
there.
more time to get really in depth with the characters.
Yeah, and you can really connect with the characters more. I feel like than like your shooter games or even like. Also, I will say though that the puzzle series, the puzzle genre, is definitely boosting its way up.
Dr. Mario.
Yeah, Dr. Mario, Warriors Woods was good. Tetris Attack.
Yeah, the puzzle collection.
Yeah, Puzzle Collection, so great.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to pick up the puzzle series again at some point.
Pipe Dream was cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. It's an old throwback too. Like my family had that forever. I thought it was neat.
Cool. Okay. Number 18. I don't know if you're ready for this question.
I probably am not.
Why do you love dogs so much?
Oh man.
I know it's a rough question.
Oh my gosh, he just got Boy to pick up his head. It's like, what?
There it is.
I don't know. Let's see. I guess the easy answer is, why don't I love dogs so much?
Don't know.
No, I mean, I don't know. It's just nice to have a companion to play with and, you know, to hang out with and, you know.
That's what I have a wife for.
Well, some of us are lucky and some
I'm
of us
just
aren't.
kidding, I'm
So,
just kidding.
some of us
Well, I
aren't.
mean, I don't like, you know, I don't like pet her and, you know.
Maybe, well, I've seen you do that.
Put a
I've
bowl-
seen
put
you
a-
do that too a couple
Put a
times.
bowl on the floor. Here's dinner.
But no, I don't know. Just great companion animals, and they can be really smart if you keep on them, and they're definitely loyal. They'll stick by you no matter what. They'll defend you if you being attacked or anything like that. And they're just there when you need them to be, even when you don't need them to be there. it's great because like I could come home from like a terrible day at work, hating on work and not feeling happy at all, and dogs will come and greet me and just make me smile. So just great companions and friendly and.
Go adopt a dog
Yeah,
today.
you should. Adopt, don't buy.
Yes.
Which is sad because I feel bad about the puppies that are in the shop, so. Terrible.
So the answer to that, to give the most Dave answer ever, is to adopt and buy.
Yeah, except for that promotes
No, fair
that
enough,
terrible
yeah.
act, which is sucking, but it's not the dog's fault, so why do people kind of suck sometimes?
Who knows?
But, yeah, dogs are just great in general. I mean, dogs, cats, I love cats too. I have a ton of cats, obviously. But they're just very loyal and they're very friendly, and like I said, they pick me up when I need to,
And they're cute.
and they cuddle right with you, you know?
That's true, yeah. They're very. One thing about dogs, if you want the interaction, dogs are way better with it than cats are. Although I'm able to interact with Daisy a lot.
Cats are more fun to themselves, though, in
Oh,
general.
yeah,
in general.
All right, number 19. We are almost there, home stretch. What video games have had the biggest impact on you?
Well, that's pretty easy. Final Fantasy VII. That's what got me into gaming. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII. Ocarina of Time, definitely for sure. I will throw you a bone and say Super Metroid, because it got me into Metroidvanias.
Oh, nice.
That and Castlevania, so I guess you
Nice.
could combine those.
Which we played like Super Metroid, what, now a year and a half ago? 2 years? Not quite 2 years ago?
I feel like, how long have you been at this job?
It will have been, it's been a year and a half since I've been at the job.
Wow.
Yeah. Whoa, there's a dog. Hey, about time we got a cameo.
There you go. Sorry for the night. Really close. Hey, totally quiet, buddy. Give me that look.
So that's cool that I got you into Metroidvania.
Yeah, I definitely, after playing that and you definitely see those more often now these days too. That style of game. Solos, hush.
Dog interlude. Cool.
Probably Mario 64, because I really loved the game when it first came out and I first played it, I know how much, I could be sassed about it, play devil's advocate when he was trying to promote how much influence it had on the gaming community, and I was trying to give you a crap on it.
Dave was sassing me.
But
You were there.
yeah, go figure. But yeah, I definitely see the influence it's had on games and stuff, and I really enjoy that one.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess that's probably the biggest influences.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cool.
Number, yeah, my generic response is yes, cool, awesome. I don't know.
If I have a Rob doll, they'll have those responses.
Yeah,
When you pull the string.
Actually, it's gonna say boom, got him, that's what she said.
Godzilla!
Godzilla! Number 20, who are your favorite YouTubers?
Well, I love PlayStation. PlayStation Access. It's a UK-based group based on PlayStation, obviously. I know they actually have a Rob and a Dave in their team, and they're just Rob is exactly like me. We have the same taste in games and everything. Like he's a big Final Fantasy fan. He likes not Metal Gear a lot too, but I haven't really gotten into that. So PlayStation Access. Let's see what else. I like Metal Jesus and a bunch of those guys. That's probably actually the first YouTuber that I started to watch was Metal Jesus, and he was the one who got me into like actually doing a bit of game collecting. Because like before I was like should I really have that many games? You know? And
Yeah.
he kind of showed me that it's not so bad. You know, like it's not a bad thing. You know.
Yeah, him and John Hancock and John
Yeah.
Riggs. You got to meet John Riggs.
Yeah, that was great. That was
Actually,
cool.
we both met John
Yeah, we
Riggs
were
and John
very
Hancock.
we have a picture of him.
Yep, we got a picture.
And Radical Reggie, he's pretty good.
I'll put that picture right here.
Radical Reggie got me into Tail, which is like he was always talking about it, and it got me interested in to check it out. And then, let's see, Rachel Barletta, she makes some great music. Bacon Mob, he's got some good stuff on there. I wish he would play D2 with me, but what are you gonna do?
Yep. Dave loves Diablo 2.
I do.
And then there's also a little channel called Corona Kikes.
What? I believe I was forced into subscribing to that channel. Yeah, get this, guys. Rob's like, after he met me, like the
You were in
weekend.
the top 20. You were in like.
I was like number 16 or 17.
Yeah.
So like, after like the first week of us meeting at work, and I was training him, he's like, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel, and he like pressured me for like 3 weeks or something, and I finally caved in because he needed his 17th subscriber.
Well, Dave, that's exactly how it went.
Pretty much,
Dave
yeah.
notoriously is difficult with stuff like that, to get him to do stuff.
Yeah, won't get on Discord, sorry folks. But no, yeah, I like your channel. Like, I really like to play a Final Fantasy VI. That was going. I didn't want to watch
That was the first Let's Play I ever tried to do, and I never finished it. I really got to finish it.
That's
a great game.
I had never experienced, before we met, I never experienced any Final Fantasy before 7, so it's kind of shaming on me.
And you played 4 since, right?
Yeah, I played and beat 4.
Yeah.
I own 5, but the disc is faulty, which sucks. Maybe I can get it shaved off or something a little bit and maybe make it work, but yeah, I want to play 6, or I want to see you finish 6, because I was enjoying that series a lot.
Maybe I'll pick that up sometime again. I'd like to beat that game too.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta finish 7 too.
And to do this, another goal of my life is to play all the Final Fantasies, and maybe like most of the spin-offs, especially the Final Fantasy 7 spin-off, but I'd like to play all of them at least, except for like the MMOs, you know, because
like 11 and...
Yeah, 11 you can't play because it's like done, I think, right?
Yeah.
But what is it, 14? I'd like to try that at least.
Nice.
But
that was 20 questions.
that was 20 questions already?
However, I always throw in a bonus question,
Okay.
and I'm just like that.
Alright.
So you ready for this?
Okay.
How does it feel being a living meme?
I feel like I don't know if I've lived up to the meme status quite yet. I do feel like it's somewhat in the works because your friend Carrie made that awesome picture of me specifically with
Daisy.
Yes. So I feel like, oh my gosh, this is like actually real. I have a follower.
Oh yeah, and up here will be a link,
right here,
a link
right between our fingers,
to Dave's Canadian Adventure, which you should watch.
Yes.
We knew each other for like 5 months or something when I made that video. And
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Like, went to our wedding.
And that was my first time in Canada.
Yep.
So.
It was pretty great. And all the other, like, the whole
What?
playlist of Dave stuff on the channel.
I don't know. I just feel like I need to be even more Dave-like and sassy and hold up to that standard.
You have to.
Because now it's a brand.
That's
So,
a brand.
like, now I have to be that way all the time. Because normally I'm not like that off of camera, guys. Well, not as much, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
Fair
a little
enough.
bit, but I don't know. Hopefully people like the stuff I do in
Well,
videos.
Dave was the first guest I ever had on the channel, and we played Dr. Mario 64. 64.
Yep, and yeah, thanks for that, by the
Only
way.
talk a little bit about games that had the biggest impact on you.
There you
Dr.
go.
Mario 64.
See, this is why I hate being put on the
Dr.
spot. 'Cause I
Mario
don't remember
64.
things.
The first time we ever hang out, he came to my house and we recorded Dr. Mario 64.
Yeah, and I was trash.
And so Dave randomly, I knew him for like a month, maybe 2 months, came to my house and he was the first guest on the channel and we played Dr. Mario 64.
And what happened after that, Ralph?
You got like obsessed with Dr. Mario 64.
So I bought it and then played it until like 4 o'clock in the morning, several days in a row, and had to get good at it.
And then we got into the Great Van 64.
So yeah, I would definitely say that's been influential.
Yes. The Dr. Mario 64 thing was great. You were obsessed with that. It was really fun.
That is one of
And
my.
it is the best version.
That is one of my top games, and I love how it's on the GameCube too, which is
Yep,
why I had
there
to
you
get
go.
it. Let's get it. Let's do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
I think that's a good way to end
it's one of my favorite puzzle games for sure, and
That's a puzzle
one of my like top 5 favorite games of all time is Dr. Mario 64.
That's pretty amazing.
And it's on the GameCube, so it's like
wait a minute, Dr. Mario on the GameCube? And it's
my head's exploding.
This has the straight port of Dr. Mario 64,
Yep.
plus remakes of Panel Upon and Yoshi's Cookie.
Yep, which are both pretty interesting games.
Yeah, they are, but Dr. Mario 64 is really good. That's it, man. That's all the questions. Thanks for joining me.
Wasn't as painful as I thought it would be.
No, we'll have to do another one of these.
Yeah.
Expect to see more Dave on the channel. We want to stream some Symphonia soon.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Yeah, we're gonna do another video together soon, which I won't say yet. But otherwise, thanks, buddy.
No problem.
Coming out.
Glad to be here.
And thank you for watching.
Play more games.
Play more games, especially GameCube games, right?
Oh boy, game. Good too.
That works too.
I stole that from another channel. Oops.
I need a copyright strike. I freaked out the dog. I'm sorry. Bye, guys. Peace.
See ya.